I'm Sarah Belton, and I was an engineer on the SpaceMakers team.
I'm Marcel Torre, and I am the lead engineer for our New Tech Robotics team.
My role in the SpaceMakers was an engineer.
I'm a part of the programming section of the SpaceMakers Robotics team.
Hi, I'm Matthew Mastrulli. I am a lead mentor and robotics coach.
So the SpaceMakers team is divided into two main sections, the first being engineering and the second being marketing/booth.
The engineering team does construction and maintenance and the design of the robot.
And then the marketing team is in charge of raising money as well as raising awareness about the team.
So First Robotics is a large worldwide robotics competition that teams from all over the country and even teams from all over the world compete in. There's no restrictions on the robots you can build except for the restrictions about size and the price that you can spend on the robots. And after a 6 week long building period, you can take your robot to a competition, and at that competition you compete against the other robots from your area. The Best Robotics Competition is a national robotics competition that takes place in hubs all around the country in order to promote science and engineering among high school students and also students in middle school even. Students learn engineering skills to create a robot, and then they take the robot and they compete against other robots to showcase what they've learned throughout the years of being in robotics. So I think any incoming freshmen or even existing students at the school that haven't really had an interest in robotics before should try joining the SpaceMakers, because they'll find that it's not a hardcore club that you need to have lots of previous knowledge or prior knowledge about the subject area to join. It's a club where you can work with the people who are in robotics and you can learn alongside them, and you can create a final product at the end. And at the same time, you can travel to fun robotics competitions and compete using the skills that you've learned.
I think students should join SpaceMakers so that they can use their skills and even learn new ones to an actual application. There's tons of different opportunities for students that can apply to their future careers. We plan on incorporating different design components into our program. Also looking at increasing our coding, our electrical engineering, our actual building of the robot. There's a lot of different opportunities for people that didn't, students might have a particular interest in one thing and they're able to take that and apply it to other things. We had some students that had never touched a saw before, and by the end of it were confidently making complex cuts.
To me, being a SpaceMaker is taking control of your time and deciding to use it in a productive way, while at the same time learning engineering skills and taking those skills that you learn and applying them. So it's a way for me to meet new people, and it's also a way for me to learn new things and learn new skills.
To me, being a SpaceMaker means being part of making something awesome happen. If I was just on my own, I wouldn't be able to build a robot or make a team possible or enter the competition, obviously. But because I'm able to work with everyone and we're able to do the things we do together, we can go to competitions, we can build awesome robots, and to me, that spirit of camaraderie, that spirit of togetherness is what being a SpaceMaker means.
Being a SpaceMaker has helped me pick out what path I want to go down in college and my later life. Like before that, I never really was into engineering, but after I really want to go into some form of engineering.
I chose to be a mentor because on my own time I like to build and kind of just I tinker with small engines sometimes. I like to I built several different projects at home, and I saw that some students were wanting to be involved in that, and I felt like be a good opportunity to share what skills I have and to grow my own. We often invite other professionals in that have other technology backgrounds or other manufacturing backgrounds. We also have learned, I myself have learned a little bit engineering alongside the students, so it's been a really neat experience.
My favorite memory as part of the SpaceMakers was my first trip to the first robotics competition in Dallas, our first Dallas regional. It was a very overwhelming experience walking in and seeing all of the incredible teams, and we had just arrived in Dallas. And it was just that feeling of, here we are, a rookie team competing with all of these huge established robotics teams with their incredible robots, with their incredible engineering. And it was just kind of that sense of awe that I still remember and I still carry with me at the robotics meetings today.
So my favorite robotics memory Well, it'd actually have to be from the 2017 first robotics competition. Our Waco regional, you know, we were like number 48 out of like 50 teams. We were doing terrible. And it wasn't necessarily our fault, you know, it's kind of just like our robot we couldn't carry a team. And so, you know, if everybody in our alliance did average, our alliance did average, and the good robots, you know, would destroy us. But our robot was actually performing kind of well. I was proud of it. Teams have to send up a representative to talk to an alliance mate if they want to pick you for their team. And we sent Kennedy up there as a formality. You know, we didn't actually know if we were going to get picked. We thought we weren't going to get picked because of our ranking. And then the second seed team went through the list of teams that they wanted to pick, but they were already chosen. And then out of nowhere, they go, team 6646, and then Kennedy's just standing there, and she's not moving. And then Autumn and I, we were up in the stands and we were freaking out. Like, what? Like, did we actually just get picked by the second seed team to be in their semifinals or their quarterfinals, like, alliance? And then so the guy she was down there with was like, you have to go. And she was like, what? And then she turned around and she looked at us and she was like, and then we were screaming at her, go, 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 go. And then she ran up there. Everybody else, you know, it was just like they were expecting it to get picked because they were great. But Kenny like sprinted up there. She was so happy. And then when she grabbed the mic, her voice was all shaky. And she was like, team 6646 would like to accept.